It's that kid, Priscilla. She's a tough cookie, I'll tell you that. Hey kid, I think I thought of a way to get us past those huge doors, but I need you to trust me, okay?
What do you mean?
I'm gonna need that gun of yours.
Fine, I trust you. Do not let me down.
That's a promise, Priscilla. Drink up, big buddy. There you go. I'd gotten the engine to run. At least now, any loud noises would be covered by the engine's humming. Otis, the door's locked. Any idea how to get in?
I'm afraid I do not.
It's been a while, but here goes. I got rid of the glass above the door to the lab. Seeing as you're the only one with suction cups, think you could do us a solid and get inside the lab through there?
Oh dear, I suppose I can. To be perfectly honest, I'm shaking in my non-existent boots just at the thought of going back in there.
Come on, you can do it, Otis.
Yeah, you go, Otis.
I appreciate your support, dear friends. All right, here I go. Oh dear! Oh Lord! Oh, it's all coming back now! The pits! The horrible pits! The non-dries! Their horrible gnashing and gnawing and... Oh, this is too much to bear! Oh God, what is that? Oh, what do you know? It's a coin! Oh, and of course, no pockets to put it in. Great! Oh God, the abominations! Focus, Otis, focus! All right, it's open.
Wow. Thanks, Otis. You were incredibly brave.
Yes, could I please go now? There are horrible things in there, and I don't wish to spend another second in their vicinity.
Where are you headed to, Otis?
It appears I really have no place to go, do I?
Yeah, I thought that might be the case. Look, here's my office back in Darkham. The key's under the doormat. Make yourself at home until you, think things through, all right?
How exactly is he going to make it there without attracting attention?
You're right. Hey, I have an idea. Priscilla, you should mail him to my address. You know, like a pet or something.
But I want to see the laboratory and save the fishies.
You said it yourself. Otis is sort of a fishy, and he needs your help. Once you mail him, you can come back and we'll explore together. What do you say?
I guess you're right. But don't explore too much without me, you hear?
You can count on me, partner.
Don't get ahead of yourself. See ya!
Bye Many thanks again. All the best. Oh, it's jolly good to get a second chance, isn't it? So many opportunities.
Like?
Let's see here. Why, I could be on telly, my dear. The one true talking head out there.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
See, little one, always keep a positive outlook. Ew, ow. Just a second. Stepped in some oily thing here. Ew. Well, I guess it's slithered, actually, isn't it?
You're funny, Otis.
Well, that was surreal. All right, let's see what secrets this place holds. It's a dark, deep pit, but down there I can just make out something wrong. It's squirming around. Glimpses of eyes, teeth, and tentacles coming in and out of the darkness. Man, am I happy for that grate. Another pit, another unseen creature writhing at the bottom. The stuff that nightmares are made of. Terrifying. Its only feature is a big red button. That button's begging to be pressed. I don't like my chances of surviving that. Gotta think of another way.
Press this button, worm, and we all die.
Looks like this door somehow slides into the wall. No visible handle. Could this lead to the butcher's inner sanctum?
Stay out, mooks.
A plain, scratched metal panel of sorts. Looks stuck in place. It's stuck. K-Type's got leverage. It seems to control some kind of security apparatus. Probably put in place in case one of those creatures escapes. Looks like a view of this room from above. And there's a cage hanging overhead. I hate to admit it, but I was shaken. Experiments or not, scientific reality or abhorrent supernatural nightmare, these horrible blobs of flesh, limb, and rot existed. I could still smell their indescribable presence, even though they were all gone. God knows where. It really takes a lot to shake me, but I was shaken. A bunch of pebbles. Must have fallen from the ceiling when the cage descended. Yeah, I might need these. I was inside the butcher's inner sanctum, and I'd expected this place to be lousy with guts and gore and parts and pieces, but this wasn't that. This was, well, colorful. Colorful in a way that makes a Joe uneasy, and it set me to wondering what this guy had for triangles. So many triangles. I've noticed these dust mounds everywhere around here. What the heck are these things? This stuff looks similar to the stuff in Flamel's place. Ugh, no. Who knows what this stuff actually is? And there it was, a loose handle hanging conspicuously from the door of an empty cabinet. I've put a nice round hole in it. A painting of a wing, stylistically very similar to the central piece. Reminded me of the ones what disappeared from underneath Vlad's castle back in Transylvania. Alright, got myself a shock-free switch. No apparent way of directly interacting with it.
Every single flap one of my doing. My desire!
I don't feel good about this. A strange device.
Do as father tells you, little one.
Some kind of control panel. Looks embedded in this area of the wall, along with the shelves.
Left! Point left!
An assortment of books, but they're all written in what's either an alphabet unknown to me or code.
These are not for you!
Can't make heads or tails of these letters.
The perfect pair of wings.
This must be the butcher's desk.
Worms! Worms! Flies!
I stared at the kraken head, and it seemed to stare back at me with its blood-red eyes. A little unsettling, I had to silently say to myself.
And you shall breathe true life!
Who? True life? Was it dead to begin with?
Worms and flies!
It's definitely a control panel. Controlling what? That remains to be seen.
been lied to.
An assortment of books, but they're all written in what's either an alphabet unknown to me or code.
These are not for you!
Some kind of control panel looks embedded in this area of the wall, along with the shelves.
Right. Point right!
It's a stylized painting of a human head.
My contribution.
I don't feel good about this. Of all the things in here, those alone seem to justify this nutter's nickname. They look pretty disturbing. And triangular, most of them. No apparent sign of use, but could be you just cleaned him real well.
Bring the world to its knees.
This won't hurt a bit, little worm.
Yes, power's back on.
Bring the world to its knees.
I gotta say, I find the aesthetic pleasing.
You have been lied to. Little puppets of flesh and machinery.
Nothing on the cover but a triangle. This better not be written in gibberish. This thing must hold some important information.
Rest, friend.
Human. Kraken. Dragon.
Whatever passage used to be here, it's now a big, black, intimidating hole.
Take it down.
If this used to lead to Kraken Bay, well, it don't anymore. Just leads down. It's a small piece of ripped cloth caught on the edge here. Whoever they were, I really hope they didn't end up in the darkness below.
Idiot! Left toward the bay, right toward the EOD. Get it through your thick skull.
Cthulhu. Fatan.
You have been lied